Okay, I'm preparing to make some elk chili. This is elk that was given to me by somebody at work, and I'm going to film it so I can show him what we do with it. First thing you need to do, obviously, is thaw it out. It's been thawed out, and now I'm going to open it up and put it in the frying pan. It's sealed up. We package it up real nice in there. Before we start it, we'll probably put a little bit of olive oil in it. Going to put a little bit of olive oil in. The only reason I'm going to do that, even though it's a non-stick pan, is I'm just not sure how lean this meat is. Elk meat can be pretty lean, so I just want to put something in there just to be sure. It's almost a little more red than your usual hamburger that you get, which is great because it really couldn't be any fresher than this. It still looks a little shiny because of where the plastic wrap was smoothing it out, but we're going to drop this in here. Okay, the chili's starting to brown up the meat a little bit, and to make chili, it's always good to have a little bit of Creole seasoning to throw in there. It's actually just a good all-around seasoning salt. And you need some crushed red pepper. We've got a little bit in there, not too much. You're going to definitely throw cumin in there. Cumin is one of those things that it's that secret ingredient for chili to make chili taste like chili. And then you've got chili powder. So we'll probably use about a quarter cup of chili powder. And of course you're going to have garlic powder. So I'll start throwing this stuff in. The elk is starting to brown up very nicely here. Almost done. Okay, I'm going to throw in a quarter cup of chili powder. We'll mix that up real well. Okay, now the meat's done, and we're going to add in some diced tomatoes with green chilies. Okay, I put a can of pinto beans in. And I actually used a couple cans of tomatoes, so they're all mixed in here. I threw in a few shakes of cumin, and I haven't put any cayenne pepper in, although I will. I put some red pepper flakes in there, and it's just about ready for its last step. It's looking good right now. Might need a little more seasoning salt and obviously the cayenne pepper. All right, the chili's about done. The last step involves Jiffy corn muffin mix. We're going to mix up some cornbread batter, and we're going to lay that cornbread batter right on the top, and then we stick the whole thing in the oven until it browns up. The other secret ingredient besides the cumin is a little bit of cheese and some seasoning, a little more chili powder inside the cornbread mix. That makes it kind of a chili cornbread. And then you take the cornbread mixture and you ladle it on top of the chili. Doesn't have to be exact. It's going to puff up and turn cornbready anyway. Okay, the cornbread mixture has been put on there, and now it's just a matter of sticking it in the oven. The oven's preheated to 400 degrees. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes, and I think it's done, so we're going to pull it out and give it a check. Okay, I'm checking it with a toothpick to make sure it's actually cooked. It looks good, and if you tap it, it's firm, and the toothpick comes out clean. So I think it's done.
Smells good.
And you can garnish it with a little bit of shredded cheese. Top it off. And there's your elk chili with cornbread, or elk chili cornbread pot pie, maybe.
Cornbread pot. The chili pot pie.